So I'd like to show you a few of the features in the Easybib notebook. Just to remember, you can always get to the notebook by going to My Projects and then clicking on Notebook next to the project you want. You can also get there using the drop-down menu right here. And once you're in there, you can create new notes by clicking either New Note or double-clicking in the white space. If you click New Note, it's going to place the note right up here. If you click in the white space, it's going to place the note wherever you clicked. So when you're taking a note, you want to fill out this form. Let me show you one that I've done as an example. So when you're titling it, you're going to title it with just a short phrase to give you a reminder of the big ideas in the source. So this one's about natives and it's about population. Okay, so I'm sticking with one of my big ideas and I'm saying specifically what it's about. I'm going to select the source from the drop-down menu right there, and at this point, if I don't have my source in here, I'm going to save the note and go back to the bibliography and enter that source in there, because if you don't have your sources in there when you take notes, you're running the risk of not remembering where your information comes from. Okay, so make sure that source is cited in there. Then I have copied and pasted just, let's see, it's one or two sentences. Two sentences, okay? Try to limit yourself to copying and pasting only 2 sentences from the article in here, okay? Because you really don't want to grab more than that at one time, okay? You can also sometimes write just a summary in the paraphrasing box, but if you're going to quote and then paraphrase, just stick to a couple sentences. Okay, so I grabbed my 2 sentences there and then I've paraphrased it, and I actually condensed it just a little bit. That's fine. So paraphrasing, remember, is all about putting things in your own words. So notice that I didn't use any of the same phrases here. So I didn't say it had dropped to fewer. I changed the order of things here. So as you look at it, in the early 1990s, the Indian population of the Amazon basin numbered about 600,000, of whom blah, 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 however, da, 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 da. So that's the original. I changed some of the phrases. I didn't say commercial exploitation. I didn't say as a result of deforestation, okay? I said because of deforestation and industries that exploit the environment, okay? So see how I've changed the wording there. That's the most important part because it shows me that I understand this information, okay? So take some time with paraphrasing. Then your comment is the other really important part. So my reaction, wow, I had no idea the population dropped so much. That's a third. I wonder if there are other causes to the population decline, like other than the deforestation. And I wonder what the logging companies say. Where did these people go? Did they die? Did they move? I want more information. Okay, so that'll help me as I'm moving forward in my research. Okay, if you click Organize, you can put it in a group if you have groups created, and I'll show you how to do that, or you can color code things. I really don't put anything in the identifier or the tags. If I was taking notes in a book, I would put the page number, but I don't generally otherwise. You could put which paragraph it's in. Okay, so you save your note. So there's my note, and let's say I go and take another note. You see I've just kind of filled this one in as a placeholder, but let's say I want to put them together in a group of like, these are all things about natives that maybe I'm thinking I'm going to put this in my prose, natives prose. Like this is good things about natives. Yeah, like let's say I'm going to put it in there, okay? You just drag one note on top of the other to put it into a group, and then you can title that group, okay? Okay, so you can use color coding and groups to really make connections. This is the important part in your note taking because it's really helping you to not just grab information, but to start to think ahead to how are you going to use that information in your paper.